All right, so we're gonna start our interview now. With the first question is, what is your name?
My name is Nicole Disotell.
And what position do you have and where do you work?
I am an instructional math coach for Lafayette Parish School System.
Um, where did you go to school and what degree have you received or certification do you have?
Okay, so I started off at Delgado Community College, and I got an associate's in early childhood. Then I went to University of Holy Cross, where I received a bachelor's in secondary mathematics. Then I went to LSUS, where I got a master's in curriculum.
Okay. So, um, what are things that you think I should focus on while in school to better prepare myself for my future job?
Well, I think it's a few things. One, strategies. I think that's extremely important to have as strategies when you get in that classroom, to know what strategies will work for you and what strategies won't. That's very important to know. Um, Also, um, focus on how, like, all the psychology, you might not think that's important in that school. You might think that, oh, taking this class when I'm going to need it, but we need to remember we're not just educating a child. We have to educate them as a whole, their welfare, their whole being is what we have to go in and educate. So it's important to know all the things about them.
Awesome. Um, and another question, if you could do one thing different while you were in college, what would that one thing be?
Pay attention to those classes that I kind of, put on the side. And those were the books. I really liked math, so I kept all my math books, but the psychology books and the whole child books, I kind of, got rid of, threw away, sold. Let somebody who's taking that class, they needed it. So, and I think if I would have kept that, it would have been better. I had to do a lot of research on my own instead of knowing exactly where to go, like I did for math when I was like, oh, there was another strategy. I knew to go to the books. For that, I had to go and look up, and I was like, I know it was something I could remember. So those are things I would have changed. Even though it might not seem like you won't need those classes for education, education is for it truly is more than just giving them the knowledge for that subject. You're teaching them everything. Sorry for the sound, but that is students changing classes.
Mhm. And then last question, if you could give me one piece of advice when it comes to me graduating and me becoming a teacher, what would be your best advice for me?
Um, I have a couple of things. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna let you know first. When you get into education, they said don't smile until Christmas. Don't do that. Um, these students, some of them don't have a smile at home. So you not doing that, I'm sorry. You not giving them that smile, it breaks your heart because you might be the only smile they get that day. So I don't believe in that. And I think that I've seen teachers not smile until December and then come back in January and smile, and those kids had no respect for that teacher. And I think smiling, it's truly something that the students need. And more advice is you can listen to everybody. Nobody knows. Nobody's had your kids, your class. Yeah, they might have had one or two of your kids. Learn the kids on your own. And I promise you, no matter what or how challenging they may be, they will bring you something special. Do not take advice from other teachers. You can listen and be respectful and understand, but please know that I'm sorry, I'm still crying from that other. Um, so just just truly listen. You can take it in. You can make notes just to be aware. But remember, you need to really, it's like don't judge a book by its cover. It's
Right.
don't judge these students by what other people say. and don't judge
Right,
your classes by what, because you need to truly learn the students and you need to understand them and get your own class.
right. Awesome. Thank you. This is some great advice. I will definitely keep this in my folders in my brain for once I graduate. I appreciate it greatly.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.